Hi everybody, and welcome to your screencast about the pattern of revolutions. So the big question we're starting to look at now is what causes people to struggle for power and rights. And what I want to propose for you is this idea that there's a certain pattern that revolutions follow, a certain context, if you will, that leads to the revolutions and political revolutions that we are going to be studying in class and through these playlists. So as you look at the American Revolution in this playlist, and as we move on to the French Revolution and other revolutions in the future of the class, make sure you're thinking about this pattern of revolutions and seeing how it is present in each of them. Okay, so let's play with an example that's not at all related to what you're learning in history. Let's say that you wanted to get your history teacher fired. Now, we know that you would never want to do this, but what I want you to think about is, okay, well, what conditions in your history classroom would make you want to get your teacher fired? Is she telling you facts that aren't true? Is your history teacher being rude to the students in your class or not treating you all as equals? Is your history teacher really disorganized and making it be really wasteful of your time to be in class? What conditions, what's happening in your classroom that's making you want to fire your teacher? The next layer of sort of building on these bad conditions is what makes you believe that your history teacher should get fired. Is it that you believe that history teachers should be fair and your history teacher isn't being fair to all the students in the class? Is it that you think that history teachers should teach things that are true and you don't believe that she's teaching true things? What beliefs are activated by the conditions that are making you want to fire your teacher? And finally, what would be one thing that after, really living through these conditions and believing what you believe, you just wouldn't be able to take it anymore if your teacher did blank? Maybe she gave like a really unfair pop quiz one day, or she blatantly said that the 49ers were the worst team in the NFL, or whatever it was. Like, what would really make you sort of go over the edge and have to act on your beliefs based on the conditions? Now, when we're talking about all these different things, what we mean is this pattern of revolutions. I propose that in a society, there are a set of conditions that anger people, that activate or make more present their beliefs, which, for example, that people have power and rights and that they can struggle against a leader, and that with a trigger event, something that sort of presents an opportunity to struggle or causes tensions to erupt, all of these things together and building off each other lead to a revolution. And we've thought about this, or we'll think about this with the American Revolution. We can see it in more modern revolutions like in the Syrian Revolution. And we could even continue to look at history and study like the French Revolution and sort of study how these three things, the conditions, beliefs, and trigger event, lead to a revolution happening. So take a minute to sort of digest that information. What I want to propose that you do is that you use a chart kind of like this to look out for that context of revolutions that make revolutions happen. What are the conditions in the society that's making a revolution more likely? What beliefs are those conditions activating that will lead people or push people towards revolution? And finally, what's that trigger event? What's that thing that's going to make these beliefs and conditions cause people to change the society or the government or the world around them? So keep these ideas in mind, and we'll keep exploring them as we move through this playlist and look at the American Revolution. Thanks for listening. Bye.